voice, welcome. This is your new moon in Libra reading. Going to give you a little bit of background on this particular new moon. If you're really not interested in the astrology, there are timestamps below that you can pop ahead to the oracle or the tarot if you so desire. But for the rest of you, we have a stellium in Libra. Stellium, I'm still not sure how that's pronounced. And what that is 3 or more planets in one sign at the same time or in the same house, etc. So right now we have the sun, the moon, Mercury, and Mars in Libra, or we will on the new moon. So the Libra energy is going to be super strong. I just realized I have moon, Mercury, and Mars in Libra in my chart. So this is going to be a powerful new moon for me too. So the Libra energy, Libra rules relationships, mostly in terms of finding balance and seeking the middle ground, having win-win outcomes, seeing things from both sides. So it also has the gift of being able to bring balance, right? The scales of the Libra Justice card, so that everyone feels that they are being heard, they're getting their fair share, that things are fair and balanced. Got it? Now, Mars being in Libra, it's particularly active on this full moon, and Mars is all about our embodiment, right? Our action, our energy, our confidence, and going after that which we desire. Think of the Emperor, think of even the Tower's energy. There's a strong presence and force of nature to the planet Mars. And its presence here can be highly motivating, can help push us past our fears in order to make some big breakthroughs. So when you're setting intentions, think also about the action that you can bring to those intentions to help you manifest what you desire. This is a perfect time for that. Jupiter, which is retrograde right now in Aquarius, is also super active on this particular new moon. It's the planet of abundance and expansion, and its energy reminds us that we live in an abundant world, and there's enough to go around, especially when the scales are in balance. So everything's coming into balance right now. Dream big, set those intentions, but be sure that you know what action you can bring to those intentions to help them manifest. Now, as the same day of the Libra new moon, Pluto shifts direct, stations direct after being retrograde since April, since April. And Pluto can sometimes be a subtle energy because it's an outer planet, but with its forces, its powerful gravitas forces being activated in this new moon, it's also a good opportunity to reflect on all the transformations that have occurred in your life, especially since April. Also honor any energetic or literal deaths and rebirths that have taken place. Okay, so that's the death card and the judgment card, in case you were wondering. So that is the astrology for this beautiful new moon in Libra. I hope you can make some use of all of that info. Moving on to Oracle, you know I like to draw from the Queen of the Moon, take a peek at where we've been, where we are, where we're headed. I love the messages that come through for this, from this deck. Always very powerful. So let's see. This is for general reading for the collective for the new moon in Libra. Let's see where we've been. Ooh. Where we are. Perfect. Where we're headed. This card keeps coming out. I'm a little intrigued by that, so bear with me. But where we've come from in this past lunation, card 44, that's a master number. We don't reduce it. It is about stability, but this is a card of attraction. Okay, so think of the law of attraction, what we've been calling into ourselves from a position of stability. I'm going to take a look at that in the guidebook to give you some more information. Where we are, perfect, card 27, release, right? That sort of releasing what no longer serves, what's holding us back, setting intentions around that sort of death and rebirth energy of Pluto, which is stationing direct. that final release and surrender. Perfect place to be. This last card where we're headed is Will, card 13. And I liken this to the Seven of Wands, right? Where we sort of get that inner constitution from our solar plexus chakra, where we kind of feel we can step in and that we have will and that we're self-determining. But it's a tricky energy as well. So I'm going to look at that. First, I want to look at, oh my gosh, Laura. Okay. So the attraction card tells us you can be magnetic to others and attract the good things in life. You can repel what you no longer wish to attract. So be ready for an opportunity. Avoid extremes that might cause negative imbalance in your body or mind. So this is where we've come from, really kind of attracting what we want, repelling what we no longer want, and finding balance, which is perfect for this Libra new moon. The release makes sense. Let me hit the will card again. So here's where we're headed. Decisions require action. What was I just saying about your intentions? With Mars being so activated during this new moon, be sure that you can back up your intentions with action. You're in control of your own decisions in life, no one else's. Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing your will over another. So this is all about the activating energy of Mars. I got it now. And I do feel it's still the Seven of Wands in a bit. Not being defensive, but being self-determined and stepping forward for what you want to see manifest in your life. So interesting oracle, as I like to say. We are in the energy of release. So again, letting go of anything that we no longer feel is working for us and that is causing us any measure of imbalance. Got it? Okay. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. Happy to have you. Okay. There will be an extended for this reading where I will go around the zodiac, Aries all the way through Pisces. Those readings are good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. They're kind of mini 3-card spreads, clarifiers as needed. In this case, because it's about relationships, I'm going to be looking at divine masculine, divine feminine, and what you're working on in terms of your relationship to find balance. Where does the balance need to come from? Where are things out of balance, or what can you do to bring more balance into the situation, especially with regard to communication, because Mercury is also in Libra, but it's retrograde. I know. Okay, so 10 of Cups. Oh, that feels so good, doesn't it? Present energy is love, is emotional fulfillment, is the happily ever after. I mean, just look at the gorgeousness of this card. Yes, it's what we all are looking for. So what is the challenge to that? It takes work. 8 of Pentacles. There's something here that requires our attention. Faites attention, s'il vous plaît. It is that time where we sort of have to bring that Mars energy, focus and determination to bring about this intention that we're putting out there for that beautiful energy of contentment where all things are in balance. Really beautiful. Underneath, 7 of Swords, right? So what's below us here, this is below, this is above. The below card is really something that we're processing in our psyche, in our subconscious, sometimes in our sleep states. And there's something here where there may be a lack of trust. 7 of Swords. This could also represent those of us that are in some form of denial. And might need to get more centered and based in reality of what is instead of exactly what we want things to be. But it can also just be a card of not feeling a sense of trust, right? Somebody has either spun tall tales, maybe offered more than you felt they could deliver. On some level, it feels a little shady. So that's what we're working out here underneath. In the past, King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords to me always represents somebody in its, of course, in its higher vibration, of somebody with a lot of honor and integrity, great communicator, and a strategist, the ultimate consummate strategist. In his detriment, in his shadow, he can be very remote, dismissive, not so warm and fuzzy, and even a bit aloof and non-communicative. So we'll have to look at that. It's coming from the past. It may be something that has been released. I don't know. The Lovers is what's crowning us. Okay, so you're seeing where we are here with the Ten of Cups and the Lovers card. So here's Gemini jumping in. And I like that we have the Lovers crowning us, because what crowns us is where we get our strength from to bring about our desired outcome. So we're getting strength from this soul connection. We're getting strength from the yin and the yang. We're getting strength from balancing our own inner divine masculine and feminine right here in one little card. It is a card of choice, so there may be some decisions and choices that have to be made. Yep. Now, going forward, Eight of Cups, leaving behind what no longer serves. We've already been in that energy of attraction, and now we are in the energy of release. So there may be people, there may be people, things, situations, energies, dynamics, and patterns that need to be released here during this new moon. Now, I know the releases usually come from a full moon, but that's okay. There are ways you can set intentions that indicate what you're no longer willing to participate in, what you no longer want visited upon you. Got it? So make sure that you put in your intentions wording something about what you're no longer interested in. So it is a release in a way, because it's something that you worked through prior, and now you're just kind of closing out that chapter. It is also a card of staying on your path, the Eight of Cups. You know, see how she's moving towards, keep pulling up this card. She keeps moving toward the sunlight, and I really love that. What does Spirit say? Tower. There's some Aries energy, Mars energy in the Tower. So big shift, life change, big shift. Maybe a breakthrough that I was talking about before. The energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of, is the Empress. That is divine feminine energy. So there could be some aspect of some unconditional love that surrounds you. You may not be feeling it at the moment, Seven of Swords, but we'll see. Okay, so your fears and or hopes and or fears. Seven of Cups. You know, lots of options, maybe some confusion, little touch of emotional overwhelm. I feel as if this Lover's card is where I'm picking up from the Seven of Cups. I'm sort of seeing this decision, this choice that you're making, and how it may bring in a little bit of emotional confusion. And then potential outcome, Three of Wands, there it is. The intentions you're setting coming to shore, ships coming in. But it does, I like the Nine of Cups on the bottom there. She's kind of jumping for joy. So it does take some effort to bring about this Three of Wands energy. So I like that it's there in the outcome. And the effort card is right here as the challenge to support the Ten of Cups, right? You're going to have to work through some stuff with this new moon. We have King of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Gemini, we have Aries, we have Libra and Taurus. This is a card of Venus. So quite a few folks showed up. Let's look at the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. There's the Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups. So remember I said, if you want this sort of happily ever after energy for yourself, it does take work and focus and determination. And I kind of feel like some things are going to be up in the air and you may feel torn about it. And it could be because the Nine of Cups is not showing up as wish fulfillment. In this case, it's showing up as some measure of complacency. There's, some energy here that feels like it's kind of getting a little stale with the past life soulmate. and you're not sure if you're going to have that big breakthrough. I think Spirit's telling you will, but you know, the 9 of Cups is like things are going along really well. Who needs 10 cups? I got 9. I'm pretty good with 9. And this energy may be coming from your divine counterpart. And that's why the 2 of Pentacles might have things up in the air as you assess realities on the ground. With regard to the past life soulmate, 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is also a card of emotional balance. And so that feels very Libran to me, even though it's a Cups card. It feels very much like it's associated with this particular new moon. Let's look at the 7 of Swords. Yes. So, right? You got the battle scars. Your heart's been broken here. For those of you watching, you'll know what that means for you. It's different for everybody, but there's some heart heaviness or heartbreak here from some manner or form of deception, denial, but a sense of betrayal, or at least a breach of trust. Yeah. That created a tower moment. Yeah. May have been a breakup of a long-term connection or a marriage even. Maybe even had you with this 7 of Swords here questioning your own belief systems, especially around commitment. So something happened, something went down for those of you that are here that say, yep, it did. I feel it. And I feel it's like right under the surface. This is not buried very deeply. It's very much right at the surface. It is definitely something that requires some release at this time. Okay? So maybe you thought you wanted a thing, you attracted a thing, and then the thing did not go as planned, and the whole house of cards, no pun intended, came down, and it landed very powerfully. King of Swords in the past. Like, I mean, it got your attention. Wow. Jeez, guys. I love when you give me all this energy. So we have a couple, King and Queen of Swords. Doesn't matter what your signs are. Can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I feel this is a couple who sort of have more of a mind meld, a connection through your communication, your thoughts. You see things similarly. You're both very bright. There's a lot of intellect and logic and reasoning here. You have had good communication in the past. This is the past position. But look what we got. Chariot and the Lovers, Cancer and Gemini coming in here, right? It's about moving forward and being successful and you know, choosing each other, right? Moving forward together and being successful in this connection. I feel as if on some level, it didn't go as planned. And so now the Lovers comes out here to crown us. What are we going to do with this Lovers card, please? Yes. Oh my gosh, guys. So the Justice card is here. I'm glad to see that. The 9 of Wands is also your will. It's a energy of perseverance to some degree. But yeah, you have a choice to make with regard to someone that you have a loss of trust with, right? Can we bring this into balance? Can things be returned to some measure of fairness, harmony? Because the 5 of Swords in the middle of all that is telling me that on some level, the decks were feeling stacked against you, that it was a situation that you may have been dealing with a person who kind of always has to be right, may keep things from you, or, you know, a little bit of gaslighting, blowing smoke. And I feel as if there's a choice that needs to be made. So you're making it from a strength of your own balanced inner masculine and feminine energies. And you're seeking balance in this connection, something that levels the playing field. Ooh, I like that. Levels the playing field, right? Oh, that's great. I was just telling my my channel members, hi, that I really suck at writing titles, guys. I got to be honest. And so, and I also at 60 don't have the greatest memory. So now I'm going to start taking notes during my readings to make it easier for me to title them later. Thank you. Eight of Cups. Let's see what's coming in the future here. Like, where are we headed with this? I did forget to mention the Nine of Wands underneath is your perseverance. It's like you're not going to give up until you come to this choice that has to be made and how you're going to get the balance back, right? Eight of Cups, Six of Wands tells me some of you are totally moving forward and going to walk away from this connection, right? To seek balance. Others of you are going to wait it out. I see the Temperance card here. And seek the balance that way. Wow, Five of Pentacles underneath. So on some level, there may be concern of abandonment. There may be concerns of being ghosted yet again, if that was a thing in your connection. So I'm seeing a potential here for knowing that in time, the wisdom of the patience to know that in time, all energies do come into balance. By hook or by crook. Like sometimes we got to take an action because things are so out of balance and not in our favor that it requires us to exit stage left. So it is about sort of determining by coming from balance with this Gemini Lovers card, right? Coming from merging the two parts of yourself into one whole to be stronger and balanced, like within, in your heart and your mind and your emotions, to determine what's best for you. Is it time for me to go? Or do I need to wait this out a little longer? All the while, in the background, right under the surface, is this construct of, or am I just going to find myself out in the cold again? So that will be something to be considered. What's coming through for me is more of an energy of not wanting the drama anymore. Not wanting to engage in something that leaves you feeling less than. Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Five of Swords, Tower. So let's look at the Tower. Spirit's giving us the Tower. Spirit of the universe. Why is the Tower here for this Libra new moon? I feel like it's a big breakthrough. I don't think it's a fall apart thing. I think the Tower here is a big shake up, a wake up call with regard to what you're trying to manifest, which is this. We've got the manifestation card of the Magician trying to manifest this stability, this abundance, and life partnership, right? Thinking to the future. And underneath, we've got the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is here to remind us that everything is better when it comes from love, when it comes from empathy, when it comes from compassion for self and others. I do feel like the Queen of Cups is also coming from your highest vibration of love, beginning with you. So the Tower to me feels like it's a wake-up call. For some of you, the Tower that already happened, that is, that you're ruminating on outside of conscious awareness, I feel it may have been about a long-term committed connection. Somebody may be in one that's breaking up, ending, divorce, etc., separation, whatever. And for others of you, it was just like the foundation wasn't solid. The foundation that you had wasn't solid. And so you're getting this wake-up call now to pay attention to that, to work on the structure, to manifest that, to manifest shoring up the foundation so it doesn't fall again, if that makes sense. And doing so with a gentle touch. I know that sounds sort of like an oxymoron, but you can do that. You can deal with dramatic shifts and changes and breakthroughs with a soft touch. It is possible. The energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of. Wow. Well, somebody is definitely in love here. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. They now see it's either divine masculine seeing the love of their life in the feminine and getting that wake-up call, or it is a feminine who is seeing very clearly the one they love possibly returning. So somebody's coming back, which is also very common during Mercury retrograde. And they're either coming back with all this unconditional love, or they're coming back to claim the unconditional love of the Empress. Wow. I almost feel in some way too, you know, the Empress in this deck is shown as she's like birthing Mother Earth here. She is also referred to as Gaia, Mother Earth. And I feel with the aces, there is something being birthed anew. New wisdom, new insight, new clarity, new love. For some of you, it will be just up-leveling that love and somebody coming in to claim it. Seven of Cups is your hopes and or fears. Yeah. Ooh, King of Cups came out. So I feel as if with the Seven of Cups, there will be some emotional confusion, maybe even mixed messages from the soulmate King of Cups, right? Because the King of Cups doesn't always have the best words to express their feelings. And in fact, often they don't share them at all. And I'm feeling like we've got the Queen and the King of Cups and the King and the Queen of Swords in the past. I'm feeling like the energy is shifting from something sharp-edged to something softer and more allowing and more gentle-spirited, kind-hearted. And I feel as if on some level you will have some confusion around that, or a little bit of emotional overwhelm. It doesn't feel super intense because underneath, thank goodness, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is about that energy of collaboration, which is also part of the Libra energy of working together and coming together and collaborating and taking the connection to the next level. So I do feel like you may be worried about it, because that's what part of your goal is, part of what you're trying to bring about with your intentions is this King of Cups. If you are the feminine, to work with you. If you are the masculine here, then being able to work with your divine feminine. Wow. Right? From the heart. From true, pure emotion and love and care. Okay. Three of Wands. Potential outcome. Yes, there's the transformation from Pluto. Somebody, though, is going to struggle with letting go of something. Oh, okay, I get it now. Sorry. So the three, sometimes I'm like, why is that so confusing? And then I get it. So the Four of Pentacles, in essence, is coming through slightly reversed. So we've got our Three of Wands, and that is an energy of manifestation. And it does have the wands, the action, that Mars energy I was telling you about, of being able to take the actions to draw to you what you desire. Well, what you're desiring here is somebody that drops their guard, right? The transformation is that they drop their guard, that they don't hold on to old issues, old arguments, etc., that they don't have their walls sky high. Remember, I was saying the King of Cups doesn't always express their feelings. The King of Swords can often be cool and aloof and distant. Yeah, no more. And there is the impetus. There is the action. There is the Ace of Wands being handed. Now it's underneath, so it's potential energy coming through for you as a result of the intentions that you set is reigniting the torch of passion, kicking things up a notch. You've got 1, 2, 3 aces here. The one that's missing is the Ace of Pentacles, which is the new beginning, which is the commitment. So we'll see if that comes through in any of the extended readings for all the signs. But let me make sure I covered everyone that showed up. Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Aries again, Gemini and Virgo, Libra and Taurus, a little bit of Sag. And Scorpio. Okay? So, great energies, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the King and Queen of Swords, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the King and Queen of Cups. So, if this is speaking to you, first of all, have a beautiful, lovely, blessed new moon in Libra. The extended is the 3-card spreads for all the signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you've got Aries in your chart, you watch the Aries. If they have Aries in their chart, you watch the Aries, and around the zodiac will go. The link to the extended is below. I hope to see you there. Otherwise, have a beautiful new moon. Bye for now.